What's up, everybody? It's me, Josh here from Let's Talk Wrestling, and I'm here, everybody, to do a review of the Royal Rumble 2010. Now, before we start, I want to make it clear that I'm doing a series on this. I'm going to review all of from 2010 to 2020 with, of course, the new pay-per-views that are coming out. I'll just, record them and post them. And also, I'm going to be doing a playlist of, like one playlist would be the 2010s, 11s, 12s, and so on. So, of course, we're going to start off this series with the 2010 Royal Rumble. And, man, the Rumble, or this Rumble right here, was a pretty interesting one, not gonna lie. But, hold on. Sorry, I was getting my pen ready. But yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna do a review. I'm gonna tell you the match, a little bit about what I liked and did not like. I will give you a grade. I'm also going to tell you Dave Meltzer's star rating for the match. And I am not doing stars, by the way. I'm doing graded. So like A, B, C. So yeah, pretty much an F will mean 0 stars. D will mean 1 stars. Any D, like D minus, D or D plus will all mean 1 star. It just depends on like which level of how good it was. But yeah, D will be 1 stars, C will be 2 stars, B will be 3 stars, A will be 4 stars, and A plus will be a 5-star classic. And so yeah, let's start it. So we started off with Christian versus Ezekiel Jackson. Yeah, if you guys remember who Ezekiel Jackson is, then there you go. He was the guy who, was on the core, I believe. I believe, like, after ECW ended, he joined the core with Wade Barrett and all of them. Or maybe it was a couple years. I think, now since I think about it, it was probably like, it was a little bit later, because NXT, or Nexus hasn't debuted yet. They debuted later on in the year. But yeah, he will later on join the core when the Nexus split up, but yeah, honestly, this match was a pretty good match, not even gonna lie. It was mainly because, the whole story pretty much was Ezekiel Jackson, just powering Christian, and Christian would do, the way Christian would, stay in the match would be his fast pace. So, like, when he would jump to the turnbuckle and over the rope to jump on Jackson, he would do it super fast and not like do it slow, take his time. He would do it quick because he knew he had to be faster. So yeah, the match was, a pretty good match. I gave it a B minus, which would be, of course, 3 stars. If you want to be, it would be probably exactly 3 stars because, B minus would be the lowest and 3 stars is lower than a 3.5 or whatever. So yeah. But yeah, I gave it a B minus. It was a good opener, I think. Christian would win, of course, by Ezekiel. And oh my gosh, hold on. Sorry, I almost forgot to change this. All right, there we go. But yeah, Ezekiel Jackson would lose because he goes to pick him up to drive him into the turnbuckle again, but Christian reverses it into his finishing move, the kill switch. 1, 2, 3. Christian got eliminated, but I also like, them saying that Ezekiel Jackson's a very smart person as well as pretty strong, and they also have William Regal helping him, which makes, him even unstoppable, or he can't lose. So yeah, and then of course William, gets kicked out of the match, and yeah, it was just a pretty good, it was a pretty good match, not gonna lie. Christian, of course, retained his ECW title, and so yeah, that was pretty much pretty much how the match went. Christian, of course, after winning, But yeah, so Christian would win. And yeah, I enjoyed the match. You know, again, it was a pretty entertaining match. It's just the structure of the match, I think, was good. You know, it's just like if you're small, you know, you should be doing more faster moves, not trying to do high flying moves all the time on a big guy. You know, like I like when they put strategy into it. Also, you know, Matt Striker, I think, is a really good announcer. Mainly because he puts realism in the matches. Like, he gives you facts, you know, about, like, the last time a title was changed, and I believe this was Atlanta, I forgot. It was, I think it was Atlanta. Whatever, I think Atlanta. He would give you facts about, the last time a title was changed there, and he would also give you facts as well as he would, you know, say, oh, he's, you know, working on the arm there, to, you know, like, he made it more real. So I like how Matt Striker did that. But yeah, Christian won by the kill switch, reversing it, and he's still your ECW champion, and I gave it a B-. Next up, we had The Miz and MVP. Now, this match was actually apparently not planned, but Crime Time came, you know, to the GM, Teddy Long, and told him that they both won a spot in the Rumble, not just one of them, and Teddy said sorry, that he can't do that, and so they called in the Great Khali, and they'll take a spot. The Miz comes in, makes fun of them all. Teddy tells The Miz that, well, you shouldn't be so cocky because you have a match against MVP for your United States title. So yeah, the match was, I gave it, I mean, oh yeah, by the way, for the Christian, so yeah, for the Christian and Ezekiel Jackson ECW match, Dave Meltzer gave it 3 stars, by the way. So yeah. But for the Miz and MVP match, I gave it a C+. It was an alright match. It was slightly, I think the Christian and Jackson match was slightly better. But I think it was a little bit, not slightly, way more better, but, you know, mainly because it wasn't really, there was nothing that was catching my eye. There wasn't really any pacing. It was mainly just them doing, you know, move. Like, it wasn't anything that caught my eye. So, not a bad match, but just not a good match, like a decent match, you know, 2-star match. Which Dave Meltzer gave it a 2.25 stars. Or whatever you want to do, you know, 2 quarter or whatever. But yeah, Miz won, I believe. So MVP went again into the ring, and Miz rolled him up 4-3, which I like that. Made Miz more heated. You know, he barely won. Like, he cheated to be MVP for the title. So yeah, nothing really else to say about the match. C+, you know, alright match. And so yeah, Miz is still the U.S. champion, and I believe, no, I think DX is still the tag team champions. But yeah, pretty good match, or actually a decent match. So yeah, right now, match of the night is, of course, Christian and Ezekiel Jackson so far with a B- match. So, next up, sorry for the bad picture, I couldn't find a better one, but oh well. We had Sheamus versus Randy Orton. This match wasn't really entertaining at all. Not gonna lie. I mean, match again wasn't bad, but I gave it a C+, and Dave Meltzer shows here gave it a 2 stars. So, tells you the match wasn't that good. The main reason was, it was mainly, there was nothing eye-catching, nothing that made you like, oh, that's sick, or, you know, any of that. Near the end, they started doing that by you know, but it was the end, and it was almost over. They started doing more vicious moves. Before they were, you know, grabbing each other's legs, throwing them over, like, you know, nothing really big. But yeah, and another reason I gave it a low grade is because of the ending, which was, I think Randy Orton threw Sheamus out of the ring, and Ted or Cody jumped the barricade and hit Sheamus. Sheamus fell down. The referee saw the whole thing, was talking to Cody. Sheamus gets in the ring, RKO. Randy goes to pin Sheamus, but the ref, rings the bell saying that Sheamus wins by DQ. And then, of course, Cody, is trying to explain why, you didn't see the ref. Randy starts attacking Cody. Ted DiBiase comes in, tries to stop Orton. Orton then attacks Ted. He's pretty much beating them down. Then he turns around into a bro kick by Sheamus. And Legacy left Orton behind. So, yeah. Again, I gave it a C+. Wasn't really... The match in general wasn't even good. The beginning didn't really catch my eye. Near the end, I started getting into it, but... the ending kind of threw me off, and it was weird. Like, why, especially since I think Sheamus loses the title at the next pay-per-view, which I forget, so I'm just going to assume he did. If you're trying to build Sheamus' title reign, having a table, first of all, he beat John Cena in a tables match. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't even pin Cena. He barely even won. He fell, he was supposed to go through the table apparently as well as John Cena. But even then, like, he didn't pin anybody. And then you have him at the Rumble, where everyone, all the casual and hardcore fans are watching, and you have him lose by, or win by disqualification. It's kind of dumb, but yeah. Sheamus wins by DQ. Yeah, I gave it a C+. Dave Meltzer shows here gave this match 2 stars. And yeah, just wasn't really that good. But next we had the Women's Championship on the line as Michelle McCool faced Mickie James. And this was when they were doing the whole Piggy James segments. And yeah, this was pretty much Mickie James trying to prove to Michelle, or pretty much it's just, her standing up to her bully. And I gave this, and Dave, also gave this match a dud, which I put in A, so I'm just going to put dud because I could put an F, because that's what, but an F would just mean the match was just really bad. It wasn't really a match, so I'm just going to put an A. Pretty much what happened was Michelle came out. She's talking to everybody, making fun of Mickie. She says she can't find, Mickie James. And out comes Layla wearing the whole piggy thing. She's going, whatever. It was cringy. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Mickie then comes out, beats up Layla, gets into the ring. The bell rings. Michelle goes to kick Mickie. Mickie moves out the way and Michelle hits Layla, who falls out of the ring. Mickie then hits her finishing move. 1, 2, 3. Mickie James is the new women's champion. The Diva, or the women division, the Bella Twins. Who else was up? I forgot. It was other women. They came out with a cake and they threw the cake at Michelle and Layla. And so Mickie won the women's championship. And again, nothing really to talk about. And I keep forgetting to change my thing because I'm not really used to that. But yeah. So it shows you right here. Eve was there. The Bella Twins. And so the match, nothing really to talk about. Nothing very, really interesting about this. So I'm just going to go on to the next one, which is Rey Mysterio versus The Undertaker for the World Heavyweight Champion. This match is happening because Rey Mysterio won the number 1 contenders match against Batista. And this match, not counting the actual Rumble match, because I think the Rumble match should be the match of the night, unless it's a really bad Rumble match, then obviously no. But out of regular matches, this is probably match of the night for me. that not counting the Rumble match, which we'll get to. But like as a regular match, this was probably the best match, just because it was just super good, and it was very entertaining. I gave it a B. Dave Meltzer looks like gave it a 3.25 stars. And the match, it was pretty much, Rey Mysterio trying to use his speed on Undertaker. And this is when Undertaker, between, I think, 2000 and, 5, 4, whenever Undertaker came back as a dead man, I believe it was 2004. From that all the way till, obviously WrestleMania 30, which is 2014, Undertaker rarely had a bad match. He had, even if they were against big guys like Mark Henry and stuff, they were still entertaining to watch. It was rare that you ever saw him have a bad match, unless it was someone that just couldn't work with them. So he had, Shawn Michaels obviously, but even Rey Mysterio, I did hear a rumor that when before Eddie Guerrero, when he was alive, was originally they wanted to have him face The Undertaker, but they didn't because I think Vince said that the height difference was just too big to tell. For people that actually believe Eddie had a chance against Taker. Well, they did it here with Rey, and I think Rey's shorter than Eddie. I could be wrong, but I'm just assuming. This match was a pretty good match. Of course, Rey, he tried to do 619s and stuff. It was pretty much just Rey trying to survive and Undertaker trying to just demolish Rey. Of course, the match ended where Rey got caught in the last ride. Undertaker hits it, 1, 2, 3. Undertaker wins, which some people might not, some people might not like that ending. He should have did the tombstone or chokeslam, not a power bomb or a last ride, right? Personally, I think it's smart because, Undertaker's a big guy, and Rey Mysterio is not that big. He's pretty little. So having, it shows that that move, it makes sense why they ended it with that move. They could have did the tombstone or chokeslam, but that move, he's super tall, so that would obviously hurt if you got dropped. And so, Undertaker is still the World Heavyweight Champion heading into Mania. So far, I think we all know what happens next month, but Undertaker wins. The match, again, the match was, I gave it a B. It was a pretty good match, not gonna lie. Undertaker, again, I just I like the fact, Rey Mysterio was trying to survive. Undertaker, just trying to beat him. It was, entertaining match nonetheless. But we got the big one, the Royal Rumble match. So I'm gonna really quick read the people in it. I wrote it down. So number 1 is Dolph Ziggler. Then Evan Bourne comes out as number 2. Again, 2 people at the time who, again, the reason this Rumble match wasn't bad, I gave it a B+, and you'll see why. The match, so the people in here were either legends like Triple H or Shawn Michaels or John Cena or Batista, Edge, or those people, or people that were up-and-comers that could be, could be big stars like Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Ted DiBiase, John Morrison, Cody, those people. So Dolph was number 1, Evan Bourne was number 2. CM Punk would be number 3 and eliminate those 2 immediately. JTG would come out for CM Punk to eliminate him. Great Khali would come out and beat up Punk. And by the way, I like how Punk, when he came out and after he was eliminating people, he just had the mic. That made so much sense, and Punk's a really good person on the mic, so I like that. Beth Phoenix would then come out and eliminate the Great Khali by kissing him, throwing him out. Zack Ryder, then Punk would eliminate Beth Phoenix. Zack Ryder would come out, get eliminated by CM Punk. Triple H would come out, and then they would have a brawl before Drew McIntyre came out. Triple H would then, I believe, eliminate Punk, and then Drew and Triple H were still in it. Ted would come out, Ted DiBiase, John Morrison, then Kane, then Cody, then MVP. The MVP would get attacked by The Miz, and so he couldn't, he didn't get to be in the ring yet. Then Carlito would come out. Then The Miz would come out, start battling for 5 seconds. MVP would come out, and they both get eliminated together. Matt Hardy would come out, then Matt Hardy actually came out, and then he got eliminated by Kane, and then Kane got eliminated immediately by Triple H, and then HBK came out and eliminated a lot of people. He eliminated Ted DiBiase, I believe, Cody, who else? John Morrison, I believe. Yeah, he just eliminated a whole bunch of people. Then John Cena came out. Then Shelton Benjamin came out, which personally I think he should have, I personally think he should have been one of the faces of the company by now. He was a big star. He's the type of guy that, honestly, because he's partners with Brock Lesnar, in the past, and he just has that look that I could have seen him being, beating Brock Lesnar just because he knows how Brock Lesnar wrestles, because he was his tag team partner. But anyways, getting off track there. Then we had Yoshi-Tashi, whatever his name is, the Chinese dude. That was he was wrestling, and he wasn't really special at all. Like honestly, I remember once in a while when I was little, but he wasn't really a big. Anyways, Big Show then came out. Mark Henry came out. Chris Masters come out, but got immediately eliminated. R-Truth came out. Jack Swagger came out. Kofi came out. Jericho then come out. Then Edge. And then Batista. Now, the final four were Cena, Batista, Edge, and Shawn. Shawn Michaels, they, of course, and the cool thing is even Matt Striker would say that all four men is main evented WrestleMania before. Cena has. Batista has with The Undertaker. Shawn Michaels has with John Cena. And I believe, Edge main evented with The Undertaker at 24. And, no, 25 was Edge or Triple H and Randy. But yeah, all men, main evented. So yeah, Shawn Michaels super kicks Edge into the ring. Batista eliminates him. Shawn Michaels, upset. He was wrestling to, face Undertaker at Mania. He super kicks the ref, he gets angry, and then he leaves. Watching that, it makes you kind of heartbroken that Shawn, now we all know, he comes back out of retirement and whatever, but the build-up to that was so good, like, you could tell how, you would even be upset that Shawn didn't win. Because, not just because you wanted to see the match, just because you knew Shawn would be so happy if he won, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know, Shawn Michaels is just one of those people that can make you love him and cry for him, and then make you hate him the next. But yeah, then John Cena, I believe. Yeah, John Cena would eliminate Batista, and then Edge would, of course, eliminate John Cena to win the match and go on to WrestleMania. And yeah, again, I give it a B+. I like the ending was, good. The Final Four was a really good choice. Even the beginning was good. Punk, with the microphone. Triple H getting eliminated by Shawn Michaels. Let's see what else. Yeah, just all those, I enjoyed all of them. Of course, Edge apparently was injured, Remember, at this time he was injured with a threat or a career-threatening injury that said he would be out for a long, I believe 18 months or something, but he came back in 8. Something like that. I think 14 months, actually. But yeah, came back in 8 months, won, and going on to WrestleMania. Gave it a B+. So yeah, that was my Royal Rumble review. My overall grade was a B. Also, by the way, Dave Meltzer gave the Rumble match a 3.5 star. So the match tonight is, of course, the Men's Rumble, which had Edge winning. My second match would be probably Bray and Undertaker. Of course, then Christian and Jackson for ECW title. For my third. My fourth would be tied between Miz and MVP and Sheamus and Randy. And then, of course, last place would be the Mickie James and Michelle match. But yeah, the show was a pretty good show. I mean, they started out pretty good, with the Christian and Ezekiel Jackson match. Then they kind of lost me with the Miz and MVP and Orton and Randy, and then they did this jobber match between Mickie James and Michelle McCool. And then the ending, I think, was really good. The Rey and Undertaker match was good, and of course the men's match was good. Rumble matches are rare to be bad. Like you can find some that are bad, but they have so much in it that they're still good. You know what I mean? Like you can't really. It's hard to find a Rumble match. It's not impossible, but it's hard to find a bad Rumble match. But yeah, like a Rumble match to be bad would have to be, for me, if I was grading it, a C+ or lower. Not even a B-. They shouldn't even get to a B. It should be B+, A. Rumble matches are really hard to get that low. But yeah, that was my 2010 Royal Rumble review. Tomorrow I'll be doing an Elimination Chamber 2010, continuing the 2010s. It'll be tomorrow. I don't know when, but whenever. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later. Peace out.